We will be ranking K-drama couples based on chemistry. Now, the tier I will place each drama in will depend on one very important question, which is, did I like it or not? Oh, spoiler alert, by the way. I debated putting clips of the couples, but I think that this chemistry is something that you can experience fully when you watch the drama from the beginning because the build up is very crucial. More importantly, I'm too lazy to edit any of said clips. The tiers will be the My tier, the couple goals tier, the cute couple tier, funny couple dynamic tier, the what was the reason tier, which is specifically for one drama, and then the why tier. The tiers are not arranged in any order of importance, by the way. I'll give a basic rundown of the plot and then talk about what worked or didn't work for me about each couple. Now, Playful Kiss. This is a love story between Baek Sung-jo and Oh-hani. They both attend the same high school and Oh-hani has a huge crush on him, but it is one-sided. And the entire drama is basically, will Baek Sung-jo eventually reciprocate or not? Baek Sung-jo is brilliant, antisocial, evil, the usual. While Oh-hani is stupid. That's it. She's stupid. One of the K-drama names I'll probably never forget is Oh-hani. Because the entire time you watch this, you really just want to say, oh, honey. The first time I watched it, even in my hormone-saturated, rose-tinted glasses on early teenage years, I disliked Baek Sung-jo. And later on, when I rewatched it, I disliked him even more. This goes into the white tier because I just don't know why these two are a couple. I don't get it. The two characters' action in the drama just doesn't explain why they're together. Something about 1%. If I were to describe the plot of something about 1%, I'd say a magjang low-key disguised as slice of life. But there's nothing low-key about how much I love this. The drama opens with the female lead helping out an old man who she finds passed out. She calls an ambulance, follows him to the hospital, pays the bills, and so on. The old man, unknown to her, is the CEO of a huge company, and because of her kindness to him, drafts up a will and gives it to his grandson. And this will basically states that whoever marries the female lead inherits all his, stuff. I especially love the female lead for this drama. While the male lead is kinda your standard cold male lead who is transformed by the love of the female lead possesses something that is surprisingly uncommon in a lot of female leads. Common sense. She was like, okay, I will help you gain your inheritance and pretend to be your girlfriend, but I'll also be getting a slice of that pie. But the major reason I'm putting them in the cute couple tier is because I like this couple, okay? Their chemistry just works for me. My love from another star. Our male lead is an alien who has been stranded on Earth for thousands of years. His new neighbor that moves in is the female lead, a well-beloved actress whose popularity starts declining because of negative rumors being spread about her. I know a lot of people feel that Chun Ji-hyun carried the show, and she did. Because I watched this because Kim Soo-hyun was in it, but left it in absolute awe of the magnificence that is Chun Ji-hyun. But I really loved Kim Soo-hyun as the alien. I think he's the embodiment of what I imagine an alien who has lived thousands of years on Earth and probably has seen all that can be seen. Bored, antisocial, and that ennui is only broken by this hyperactive, in your face, slightly or quite a bit off kilter character that Chun Ji-hyun plays so well. I think they really balance each other well. There's this scene where she's drunk and takes her shoes to him, and that is my favorite scene in the entire drama. I think that scene perfectly showcases their relationship dynamic. His reactions to her craziness are just gold, absolute gold. And let's not forget the red carpet scene. My god, iconic. This one goes to funny couple dynamic. Secret Affair tells the story of a married woman who was once a pianist and her affair with her student, who is an incredibly talented, albeit untrained pianist. Now, this couple somehow made playing piano sexy. You don't understand. I'm talking, they were both fully clothed, they were not touching, there were no come hither looks, just playing piano together, and they still set the screen and me ablaze. Now that's chemistry. I think my favorite scene from this should be apparent from my description, and they are, of course, going to the My Oh My tier. Lost is just so poignant. That's the best way I can describe it because given a basic rundown of the plot is just go and watch it, okay? But for this drama, there are two scenes that really stood out to me. The 10th scene and the final scene at the planetarium star viewing place. Those scenes were just so good and so well acted. They ticked so many of my boxes. For the last scene, the way he looks at her and then it's almost like his gaze physically touches her and then she looks right back at him. I replayed that scene way too many times. Just like with Secret, this couple lit the screen and me on fire so many times, even before they touched lips. I really love this. And this is the magic that happens when the right people play the right roles. I'm putting Lost in the My Oh My tier because it definitely belongs there. Secret Romance. To whoever recommended this to me as a drama with good chemistry, I wish that whenever you apply sunscreen, you always miss a spot or two. While watching this, I felt my brain cells start to evaporate rapidly. The weak plot aside, where was this so-called chemistry? I dropped this after episode 2 and instantaneously felt my eyesight becoming better. This one is a why for me. Memories of the Alhambra. The plot was exciting, really good stuff, but no amount of gaming could convince me of any chemistry here. The chemistry stayed in the memories of the writer. Once the plot started to bore me, I dropped it. This goes to the Y tier. Uncanny Counter. First of all, this is an excellent drama, but it goes to the Y tier because I don't get what they were trying to do shoehorning romance at the very end of the drama, but it did nothing for me. I'd have preferred they just kept it as an unrequited crush. At least that's the way I saw it. Cinderella and the Four Knights. The chemistry in this one was great. They were talking, vibing, getting to know each other, making eyes, and then she ended up with another guy. Can someone, anyone, please explain why she ended up with the other guy when the entire series she was connecting with the first guy? Are there some scenes they forgot to put in there? It's been years and I still don't get it. This drama goes into the what was the reason tier. Even now, I just
still don't get the rationale behind the last minute pairing.
I think Reply 1988 is my favorite K-drama to ever K-drama. Weirdly enough, I find it impossible to pick my favorite among the Reply series itself. Don't question the logic of this, it all works out somehow in my head. Which couple do I even choose from this masterpiece? From the parent generation to the children's generation, everything is just great. I'll talk about the two sort of main pairings, which are Bora and Sonu, and then Doksun and Take. Let me first announce, I am Team Take all the way. The amount of times my brain facepalmed itself in an attempt to understand why Jonghwan did the things he did, too many times to count. For you Jonghwanas out there, answer this question. In all the instances we see Jonghwan compelled to confess to Doksun, how many times were genuinely because he wanted to and not because he felt threatened that someone else was going to? Huh? Huh? Anyways, Stan Luna. Doksun and Take just make more sense to me. Doksun may not be the brightest bulb academically, but she's compassionate, she's loyal, she's really good to her family, and the fact that she was able to live and survive with Pora in the same room should be mentioned in her resume. No, highlighted in her resume. When you watch clips of the older version of Doksun and Take, you see just how they've helped each other mature. My favorite scene of this couple is when they're in the car, deciding if they should tell their families about their relationship. Now, this couple just goes straight to the couple goals tier. On to the second pairing. I am a sucker for Nuna romance, so of course I like the Bora Sonu combo. Also, the angst this couple gave is my favorite kind. Angst with a purpose. The way the angst was developed, it felt like something that these two characters would do based on what we had been seeing in the previous episodes. It wasn't angst just for the sake of angst. My favorite Bora Sonu scene is of course the reconciliation kiss scene. I've rewatched that scene more times than I'm willing to admit. I'll be putting them in the funny couple dynamic tier.